Hello friends, welcome to this video. Topic is cofactor and prosthetic group, right? So let's get started. I told you enzymes are proteins. Enzymes are proteins, but most enzymes require non-protein portion also. Most enzymes require non-protein portion also only when both these protein and non-protein portion they join together, only then the enzyme is active enzyme, right? Active enzyme is known as holoenzyme. Active enzyme known as holoenzyme. Protein portion is known as apoenzyme, right? Active enzyme, the complete enzyme, when you take protein as well as non-protein portion, the active enzyme is called holoenzyme, but protein portion is known as apoenzyme, and non-protein portion is of two types. If the non-protein portion can be separated, if it can be separated from the protein portion, see they are joined, protein and non-protein are joined. If the non-protein can be separated from protein portion, then it is called cofactor, right? But if non-protein portion cannot be separated from the protein portion, then it is called prosthetic group. Then it is called prosthetic group. It's like prosthetic group is tightly covalently bound to the protein portion that it can never be separated, right? Now, cofactor is further of two types. Cofactor further of two types. It can be organic. It can be inorganic. Inorganic means a metal, right? So, cofactor can be organic also, inorganic also. But prosthetic group is only inorganic. Only inorganic. Mostly it is a metal, right? Now, if the cofactor is organic, then it is known as coenzyme. If cofactor is organic, then it is known as coenzyme. If cofactor is inorganic, then the same name cofactor is used. I repeat, the general name is cofactor. If it is organic, then the name changes to coenzyme. If it is inorganic, then the same name cofactor is used, right? Now, therefore, a general term cofactor you can use at any place, whether it is organic or inorganic, you can use the general term cofactor, so it is easy, right? And from here, can I say that all coenzymes are cofactors? Can I say that? All coenzymes are cofactors, right? And can I say that metals are cofactors but not coenzymes? Metals are cofactors but not coenzymes, right? Okay, now see the next thing. Metal can be cofactor, metal can be prosthetic group. If some enzyme is using metal as cofactor, then that enzyme is known as metal activated enzyme. If, on the other hand, some enzyme is using metal as prosthetic group, then it is called metalloenzyme, right? See, the name is telling you metal activated, means when metal is present, then the enzyme gets activated. Means metal can be present also, metal can be separated also, right? But metalloenzyme, metal is always there with the enzyme, means prosthetic group, right? So the names are very clear, right? Now let's take some examples of coenzymes. You remember I told you 5 coenzymes are required for link reaction and TCA, right? They were vitamin, some B complex vitamins and lipoic acid, right? So now here under coenzymes I'm going to take all the substances which act as coenzyme. So one is, I'm going to write lipoic acid. Lipoic acid is a coenzyme. Then vitamins. Vitamins act as coenzyme. That is, all water soluble vitamins act as coenzyme. They are B complex vitamins, B complex vitamins and vitamin C. So all water soluble act as coenzymes, that is, they are helping the enzyme, right? But is there any fat soluble which act as coenzyme? Any fat soluble? Yes, that is vitamin K. Vitamin K is the only fat soluble vitamin which act as coenzyme. And where it is acting as coenzyme? It is in the gamma carboxylation of glutamate, gamma carboxylation of glutamate residues in clotting factors, 2, 7, 9 and 10. These are vitamin K dependent clotting factors, right? So here in adding carbon dioxide on the glutamate residue, here vitamin K plays a coenzyme role, right? Then the third is nucleotides. Some nucleotides act as coenzyme. They are NAD, NADP, FMN, FAD, right? So these are nucleotides which act as coenzyme. Vitamins act as coenzyme. Lipoic acid act as coenzyme. Can I say that lipoic acid is a coenzyme but not a vitamin? Can I say that? Right? A question was asked, so you can write this line. Lipoic acid is a coenzyme but not a vitamin, right? Now there are some nucleotide derivatives, nucleotide or their derivatives. One is SAM, other is PAPS. What is the full form of SAM? SAM, S-adenosyl methionine. S-adenosyl methionine, which is a methyl donor. It gives methyl group in many reactions in the body, right? And what is PAPS? PAPS is phosphoadenosyl phosphoadenosyl phosphosulfate. This compound is a sulfate donor, right? So SAM is methyl donor, PAPS is sulfate donor. Can I say that SAM and PAPS are nucleotides but not coenzymes? SAM and PAPS are nucleotides but not coenzymes. Which nucleotide act as coenzyme? The nucleotides which act as coenzyme are NAD, NADP, FMN, FAD, right? But we said that SAM and PAPS are nucleotides but not coenzymes, right? They are not helping enzyme, right? They are not coenzyme. They are themselves methyl or sulfate donor, right? They give methyl or sulfate group to the various recipients, right? Now let's write down very important point, that copper is required for all the oxidases, right? There is no need to do this kind of detail that for which enzyme it is cofactor, for which enzyme it is prosthetic group. That you don't need to go into that complexity. You just need to learn now that copper is required for all the oxidases, right? For prosthetic group and cofactor, that terminology you have to learn. Metal activated and metalloenzymes are what, right? So that I have already told you. So tell me some examples of oxidases. Cytochrome C oxidase. Copper is required for all oxidases. One example is cytochrome C oxidase. Tyrosinase is an oxidase which converts tyrosine to melanin. Then amino acid oxidase. Then lysyl oxidase. And ascorbic acid oxidase. So these all oxidases require copper. Also cytoplasmic SOD requires copper. What is SOD? Superoxide dismutase. SOD, superoxide dismutase, that requires copper. Then mitochondrial SOD. Mitochondrial SOD requires manganese, right? So easy to learn. C for cytoplasm, C for copper. Cytoplasmic SOD requires copper. M for mitochondrial, M for manganese. Mitochondrial SOD requires manganese, right? Then write down two oxidases do not require copper. They are xanthine oxidase and sulfite oxidase. Both these oxidases require molybdenum, right? So two oxidases do not require copper, they require molybdenum. So this much only you have to learn in this topic of cofactor and prosthetic group. This is it. Thanks for watching.